Hello students, today we have started our second term. In first term exam, first term in first sem we have completed the first 10 lessons, the living world, plant, structure and function. After that, the properties of natural resources, nutrition in living organism, food safety, measurement of physical quantities, motion, force and work, static electricity, heat and disaster management. These all 10 lessons we have finished, and after this now we are starting the second term, and the first lesson from our second term is the which, that is 11th lesson, cell structure and microorganisms. Okay, page number 71. So here it is the lesson number 11, that is cell structure and microorganisms. So first of all we will see, let's recall. What is the name of the minute minute component of which the body of living organism is made? So as we know that all organisms are made up of a very minute particle minute particle component that is called as a cell. Okay, cell is the basic component, basic fundamental unit of a body. Is the number of this smallest unit is same in the bodies of living organisms? And this answer also all you knows, that is its answer is no. And we know that some organisms are the unicellular, and these examples are the amoeba, paramecium, euglena. These are the examples of the unicellular organisms. And the another, that is the multicellular organisms. Inside it we all living things, that is plants, different animals, monkey, lion, tiger, including we, that is human being, all are multicellular organism. So the minute component of the body is cell. Okay, and the types of smallest unit is the number of these smallest units is same in the bodies of living organism, is its answer is no. And why? Because there are some animals are there, those are multicellular, and some animals are there, they are unicellular organism. So first of all we will see what is cell. We have learned that cellular organization is a primary characteristics. Okay, the primary characteristics means cell, the as we know the characters of the living organisms, and the characters are the inside that characters the cell, the body is made up of cell. After that, growth, respiration, then so the reproduction, respiration, growth, death, these are some of the main characteristics of the living organism. And inside it the one character is that the body is made up of a cell. It is also the characteristic of a living organism, and that's why here written, that is we have learned that cellular organization is a primary characteristics of a all living organism, and that is cell is a fundamental and structural functional unit of a living organism. As in our body, how the all functions are going on, digestion takes place, respiration takes place, growth, after that reproduction, death, these things are these activities are going on in our body. Same way in cell also, the cell growth takes place, cell grows, then it reproduction takes place, respiration, digestion, circulation, all the things, all the whatever activities are going on in our body, these all activities are what happens going on in the cell body too. Understood? So here, that's why here it is written that cell is the fundamental, structural and functional unit of the living organism. Okay, after this we will see the next part of our lesson, that is complete the flowchart. Okay, and I told you before only, that is this flowchart. Here some empty boxes are there. If you see here some empty boxes are there, and in another place word, sentence, chapter and book, this is written. So when we start this flowchart, as you know that words, yes, words are made up of letters. Yes, if you see, take the example of letter. Letter is made up of the word L, E, double T, T, E, R. Okay, so letter. These letters are the L, E, T, T, E, R. Or otherwise you take your name, your surname. Okay, so otherwise any word you take, from that what you are understanding. Suppose we will take the example of a cell. Cell is made up of C, E, double L. C, E, double L, cell. It is, these are the letters, means these letters come together, C, E, L, L, and what the cell word is formed. Okay, so letters come together, then word forms. So many words are there that come together and sentence form. If you see here, the V is made up of W and E. So these letters come together and it forms the word V. Okay, and after that, the word means word W, E, V, C, the structural organization of a book means inside this sentence. Okay, otherwise if you take my name is Swara. In this example, my name is Swara. These four are words, that words come together and it forms a sentence. Okay, and as you know that sentence come together and what it forms, the, if you see here, so many sentences are there, come together and what it forms, this is the paragraph. What it is paragraph. Okay, and so many paragraphs are there that come together and what it forms, the chapter. And so many chapters, if you see your textbook only, so in this textbook inside 20 lessons are there. Okay, and these 20 chapters are there, that 20 chapters come, means we are taking together and what we are making, we are binding the book that you are referring for your class. So from this what we are understanding, the words, it is made up of letters, sentence formed by the letter, sentence come together, it forms a paragraph. Okay, so many paragraphs come together, it forms a chapter, and after that what it forms, the book it forms. So here it is a basic. So in this flow chart inside, which is the basic unit, the basic unit is the letter. Okay, letters, and here what I told you, that is the paragraph. So in this inside, letters are the basic unit. Same way, if you think about your body, the cells come together. Okay, instead of this flow chart, if you take the example of our body part, so here what we have to do, that is first cell come together, what it forms, the tissue. Cell come together, it forms tissue. Tissues come together, it forms the organ. Okay, organs, the organs, tissues of same functioning, they come together, it forms the organ. Organs come together, it forms the system. And so many systems, system is digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, these systems are there. These systems come together and what it forms, the body it forms. It may be the body of our body, plant body, otherwise any another living organism's body is there. So these are the flow chart. This is the flow chart of our body. Cell come together, it forms tissue. Tissues come together, it forms organ. Organ come together, it forms system, and systems come together, it forms the body of that particular organism. In this way, the what happens, so here how the smallest unit is letter, same way in our body the smallest unit of the body is the cell. Okay, now we see the structural organization of the body of a book, means this is the structural organization, just now we completed this. So above flowchart, similarly they told you there are organization level in the living organisms too, means in our body also the what organization levels are there. So there are, first organization level is cell, just now I told you, cells come together, it forms tissue. Tissues come together, it forms the organ. Organ comes together, it forms the organ system, and organ systems come together, it forms the organisms. Okay, so cell come together, suppose the cell is from the digestive system. Okay, from digestive system, some tissues are cells are there, they are performing different functions. So the cells which are performing same function, it forms a tissue. Tissues, what happens, suppose they are in the their absorption is the function, they forms the organ, then organ system and organism. Means in this way, this is the basic unit. Cell is the basic unit of the living organism. So from this what we are understanding, that cells form the basis of the structure and function of living organism. It is only with the help of cells that the living organisms carry out their different life processes. Okay, so means it is only with the help of cells, means cell is the main. Okay, and with the help of cell only the living organisms, they carry out the different processes means digestion, reproduction, respiration, circulation. These are the different functions which are very important for the proper functioning of the body, and these are the very important processes. So, and in these all processes inside, the whole and soul main is the cell. Okay, clear? Now we will move towards the next part. If you see here, use your brain power. Where do the life processes of unicellular organism takes place? What they told you, where do the life process of unicellular organism takes place? If you see, if you take the example of amoeba, as you know that it is a single cell is the body of this amoeba. Okay, this is amoeba, this is a nucleus, here it is a cytoplasm, means the body is there. So the digestion, as you know that any food particle come in the way of this amoeba, then what happens, it enters in the body. Okay, digestion takes place, amoeba move forwards, and what happens, the waste material is throwing outside the body, means egestion takes place. Egestion means what, to take the food inside the body. Here digestion takes place in the body, and here excretion also takes place. Means which things are takes place here, egestion, digestion, and afterwards excretion. Okay, these things are takes place, means these three processes are takes place in the body of amoeba. After that, when the reproduction is there, at that time what happens, here the first of all the nucleus divides. Okay, it forms a groove, that main means its detailed study is there for you in the future classes. Okay, in this way, first of all nucleus divides. After that what happens, here the groove it forms groove here. Okay, and two separate amoebas takes place, means first of all egestion, excretion, digestion, and here it is reproduction. This is also performed in the single cell of a body, means in unicellular organism is there, then also what happens, all the functions are takes place in his single cell, okay, of his body. Okay, and in the multicellular organisms inside, the animals are there. In the body of that animals have the proper systems are there to perform the particular function, means reproductive system is there for reproduction, digestive system is there for digestion. Okay, circulatory system is there for circulation of the body. Afterwards kidneys are there for the purification of blood. Excretory systems are there for the excretion. This is all the functions are takes place in multicellular organisms also, but for this purpose the particular systems are there. Like unicellular organisms, there is not that all the functions are not takes place in the single cell. Okay, so it is little bit different in the multicellular organism. Now here one picture shown, see here, cell. Okay, these cells, small cells are there. See here, see, cells come together and it forms a tissue. Okay, these types of tissues come together, okay, in this organ inside. This is the stomach. So these tissues are there, they are here, aligns the outer part of this organ, and that organs are there, it is stomach. Okay, this organ, so many, like this organ, it is stomach, this is liver, small intestine, large intestine. These all small organs come together and it forms the digestive system. Okay, after that this type of, like this, so many systems are there in the body, like reproductive system, then respiratory system, after that circulatory, then control and coordination is takes place because of this brain. These all things are, all systems come together and a body of a living organism it forms. Okay, then so from this what we are understanding, so all this from this picture what we are understanding, that all the functions means cell is the basic unit, means basic unit is the cell if it is a multicellular organism, otherwise it is a unicellular organism. Okay, now here it is the information about the great scientist. In 1665 a scientist Robert Hooke observed a thin section of a cork under a microscope. Okay, in this section he saw hexagonal compartments like those of the hexagonal compartments, okay, like those of a beehive. If you enlarge this figure and if you see this, you will notice that here small compartments are there. Okay, see, okay, this is the small compartments are there. If you see this that beehive you seen, I think, okay, so the hexagonal compartments are there in the beehive too, and in this structure also what happens, this such a type of compartments are looking, and this is seen by whom, that is a Robert Hooke. Here it is a Robert Hooke, and he made his first what microscope. Here it is his first microscope. By using this he observed the section of a tree. Which tree? That is cork. Okay, section of cork under a microscope. So this is a microscope. In this section he saw the hexagonal compartment like those of a beehive. He named those compartments as a cell. This term is derived from the Latin word that is cella. Cella means what? Small room. So just now I shown you that this enlarged figure, inside it if you see, here it is the small cellas are there, means small rooms are there, and these are called as a small rooms, means cella, and it is a Latin word. Latin is a one language, and inside it we are saying that cella means a small room. Okay, how we are saying holy in our language, in that way. In 1838 two scientists, M.J. Sheldon and Theodore Squan formulated a theory about the cellular structure which stated that, what is it stated, that all the living organisms are made up of cell, and the cell is the fundamental component of living organism. Cell is the fundamental component of living organism. In 1885 Rudolf Virchow stated that cells are formed from the pre-existing cells. Okay, he stated that, means this is the whenever they are started to do the study on this, so they are put forth their theories, their opinions with the help of these type of statements. Okay, so inside it who said that, that is the M.J. Sheldon and the Theodore Squan said that all the living organisms are there, they are made up of the cells, and after that the another scientist, that is a Rudolf Virchow, he said that all the cells are formed by the pre-existing cells. Okay, so that is about the history of our cell. Okay, so today we will stop here only. The next part of our lesson we will see in our next lecture. Okay, thank you and have a good day.